If you're not careful, your 2025 will be just the way your 2024 is, if not worse. And I'm going to tell you what to do to prepare for a winning year. The same way that people who are winners and people who are high achievers that you know are able to win in their life and achieve so much in their year. I don't know if you've noticed those people that, you know, every year comes up, they set goals, they have a vision board, they have what they want to do, and by first half of the year, they've already achieved, if not all, but most of what they've planned to do. And you're just there. You're just there and you're seeing that none of what you actually wanted to do is being done. None of what you've dreamt of has happened. None of what you wanted has come to pass. You have a vision board and your vision board don't even come to life. It's almost as though every single year you have the same goals, the same plans, the same vision, and yet they're not coming to fruition. I totally understand that. I know where you've been because I've been there. And there is only one thing that has been the same across board for those who are high achievers and for those who are winning their year. Something is always recurrent in their life. Those people who you know that they birth realities, they birth realities that they have been destined to birth. They are people who become all that they want to be. They are people who get things done. They are people who actually get the thing that they want to do, get it done. All of those people, they have one thing in common, which is they know their destiny. That is it. They know their destiny and they live their lives and they design their lives to be in line with what they've been destined to do and to be. That's something that cuts across board every single one of them. You need to understand that you don't just set goals, you don't just make plans, you don't just set a vision board, you don't just journal or even the affirmations you want to make. Those things don't really work because the world is not as physical as you might think it is. They need to answer to something higher, something bigger. It's just like sometimes the vision board we set is just like trying to use an operating system of an Android on an iPhone. That's just how our vision board is like. Because your vision board don't even cannot they're not on the same realm with you. They're not on the same sphere of thinking and of reality as you, right? Your destiny is literally your life path, your calling, your purpose. A life that is designed based on your calling, based on your purpose, that life is a winning life. That's why if you hear some high achievers, they'll tell you no is a complete sentence. Because you can only say no when you actually know what you're supposed to say yes to. And you can only say yes when you know the right things that align with your life. You have to live a life of alignment, a life of harmony. Alignment and harmony literally has to do with knowing the what, the why, the how, the where, the who, the when, all of the W's. And it's not so difficult to find out. It's really not so difficult. It's literally just figuring out what your path is. Those people who are high achievers and who are winners, they figure out what their destiny is, that is their life path, their calling, their purpose, and then they design their journal. They journal according to that life path. They make the affirmations according to that life path. They they make their vision board according to that life path. In fact, people who understand destiny know that sometimes Pinterest cannot actually give you the theme or the mood board of the life you want. You probably would have to be the one to go figure it out and work it out and put some things together. So it's not about Pinterest. It's not about vision. In fact, most people don't even have a vision board. and they still achieve what they want to achieve, because it's about singularity. When your I becomes very singular, your eye becomes singular, which means you don't see every other thing. You don't see every other person. You see one thing, one way, one path, which is everything that has your name on it. Because before you were sent to this earth, before you were born, there was a name for you. Not just the name your parents gave to you, but the name that is based on what you were called to do. That name that is for you is your definition, is the solution that has been put inside of you. Before you were born, there was a problem in the world that the world needs solution for, and only you can solve that problem. And the Creator, God, gave you a solution inside of you, a blueprint that when you bring it out, you will solve a problem in a way that only you can solve it and produce results that only you can produce. Right? And when you have those things in line, if you like, do not journal. If you like, do not put down your vision board. You would still be able to like achieve it. You will make plans, you will set goals based on that. You will move based on that. You will start relationships based on that. In fact, you will end relationships based on that, because you could be like, oh, that doesn't align with where I'm going to. I'm sorry you're going, no matter how it hurts. Because your purpose is higher than your feelings. Your purpose is stronger than your feelings. It's a certain level to get there. When you get there, you'd find out that New Year resolutions is silly. Really, New Year resolutions are really, really silly. Because ask yourself, ever since you've been setting up your New Year resolutions, when have you ever been able to achieve it? Because New Year resolutions are not how our life were designed to be. Because time is only based on around this 3D world. It's not actually as real as we think it is. What's really the difference between December 31st and January 1st? What's really the difference between yesterday and today? When the sun sets and when the sun rises, and when you see the moon, when you see the stars. The one on Thursday is different from the one on Friday. When the sun rises on Monday, is different from the one that rises on Tuesday. You might not like your Mondays because it's time to go to work, but you prefer your Fridays because it's time to spend more time at home. The day doesn't really understand that. The sun don't understand that. The stars don't understand that. The moon don't understand that. You are the one that understands that. You can set your life in such a way that you would know that every day is simply a day that you can make use of according to how you want to make use of it. You can do with each day what you want each day to be. And that's how your new year is going to be like. January 1st is just like every other day. But that same day would start, and another 12 months of the year will come and go, and you will find that it is still the same. Because nothing changes if nothing changes. What makes the year better, what makes the year different is not January 1st. Nothing really happens in the other realm, right? All the things that control this our universe, nothing really changes to say, oh, this is January 1st. It is for us. It is really for us to be able to have understanding of I believe to put structure and systems. That's why we have all of this time allocated in that way. But really, mostly what you have is day and night. Really. Nobody knows when January 1st really is. We just counted the days and that's it. But what makes the difference is you. There is nothing special about January 1st or December 31st. It is you who makes it special. It is you who makes it different. And you can start making your new year different, and you can make your year, your coming year, your 2025, better than 2024. You can make it better, you can make it different by being the different person, by being the special person, by setting some things in motion that when the year comes, it comes to meet you at a certain level of thinking, with certain requirements already met. And then the year will literally give you what you've given to it. Right? They say life doesn't give you what you want. It gives to you who you are. So it starts from you. If you want your 2025 to be different, be different. So how can you be different? It goes back to what I said. What do winners and high achievers have in common? It is them understanding their life path, their destiny, their calling, their life purpose. And then they design a life that is aligned with that. They choose relationships, even marriage, the business they do, the jobs they take, every single thing that they do. If they're going to have a vision board, they're going to journal, they're going to do their affirmations, it will be based on what? Who they are at their core, what their destiny requires of them. And there are steps to this. I have a 3-step framework that I use called YUG 3-step framework, and I'm able to use it to be able to figure out your zone of genius and build an ironclad identity for you. And I can also use that to figure out what your life calling is. I will help you uncover it. It's already there, you just don't know it. And your zone of genius is already there, you just don't know it. We turn your zone of genius into superpowers. We turn your life calling into a life impact mission, so that you start living a life on a mission. And journaling and affirmations and vision boards, they will simply be a plus to the main thing. The main thing is not a vision board. The main thing is a life of purpose, a life of calling. Right? And I would I'm going to leave some links in the description box if you're watching, so that you can click on it. You can book a call with me if you want to hear more about what I do and how I can help you achieve this. And if you are listening on the podcast, you can simply go to School of Relevance on Instagram and DM me, and I can tell you how I get this done to prepare for your 2025. If you don't know how to start, you can simply just leave me a DM that says 2025. Or you can simply send me an email, vdorisc@gmail.com. I'll try to put that on the video on the screen for you to watch. But if you're listening, THEDORISC@gmail.com, vdorisc@gmail.com, THEDORISC, that is letter C, @gmail.com. You can email me there and I can schedule a call with you, and we can get started on preparing for your 2025. So good to have you watching. See you next video. Bye.